Now, don't forget, are you living a lie because of your sexuality? Are you hiding your true self because of what people think? Perhaps you're gay, but your family just won't accept you or your lover. Maybe you feel trapped in the wrong body and no one understands how you feel, and maybe someone has a problem with your sexuality. You want to share your problem with us. Give us a call. Here's the number. It's 0900 9 11 11 99. That's 0900 9 11 11 99. Okay, let's get back to today's show. My next guests say, for them, there's a big difference between blondes and brunettes. Welcome, lads, Joe and Nick. So, Joe, to start with you, blondes or brunettes?
Brunettes for me.
Why? Yeah.
I think there's more to the whole lifestyle. It's not. I know it's just colour of hair.
Yeah.
But if you're going out, like most of the geezers will go for a blonde bird because they reckon they can put it. The blondes put it out a bit quicker. You know.
Really? Yeah. But you reckon
and
what?
I'm not into that. You know what I mean? I think I'm looking for something a little bit more. I'm not saying every blonde puts it out on the first date, but I reckon from experience from my mates and that, it's a little bit.
Nick, is it true? Who do you prefer?
I prefer the blonde lasses.
Why?
Well, the reason being, you know, I feel that with a blonde lass, you know, I stand out in front of the crowd with everybody, you know, I'm leading it. I feel that with
Oh, so
girl,
it's a trophy?
Sorry?
A trophy?
No, I wouldn't say a trophy.
Yeah,
That's very good.
Where we're going out, they just want a trophy, like I said. Whereas,
And is a blonde a better trophy?
Yeah.
well, I don't think so personally.
Hang on. Yeah, stand up for me.
You're obviously a very young man.
Yeah.
Given time, you'll have a real woman.
What are you going to say? Stand up for me.
I was going to, my friend across there said, aren't we offended? And of course we are, but what can we say to put it right without cheapening ourselves even more? So we're just sitting here taking it because there's not a lot else we can say. You can obviously see that we're not cheap, we're not tarty. And it's a very false impression to give people.
Yeah, but it is an impression that's given all around the country. And you know that, you're going into that, and most of you got dyed blonde hair. That's the thing that makes me laugh. And you're always giving it, oh, why have we got this bad reputation and everything, and then you go and dye your hair even blonde, you know what I mean? That makes sense. And you go, oh, everyone's rowing at, everyone's having a go at me.
So Nick, why are blonde girls a better trophy? What do your mates think when they see you with a
They seem
blonde?
more of a positive lady, you know. You don't have to compliment them as much because they
They're
know
into
that
themselves more than anyone else.
Yes,
that's
which
why.
just makes a good lady. You know, that's what it's all about.
See, I would, if I'm in a relationship, I don't want to work hard at trying to get into them because they're too busy like looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? Checking. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like that, and I need a good lady that needs to feel good about herself when she's with
I
me.
don't think anybody can be more of a poser than this chap over here. I mean, he's stereotyping blondes, and he is wrong.
But don't most guys do that?
Oh, they do.
Well, what's
They
the problem?
do. And to me, from looking from here, I think he's got a colour on his hair. It doesn't look natural
But
to
that's
me.
really wrong. I could undo my pants and show you his hair.
Hey, leave him alone.
Very natural.
We believe you.
I'm giving you credit, but as for you, I think you're shallow. Because
Shallow? In what way?
going for blondes, I mean, okay, they're fine, fair enough, but in my set and my sort of culture, which I hang around with, blondes, well...
Yeah, but you're more of a dark person, aren't you?
Yeah, but no,
Yeah,
in my set,
You mean a goth sort of look?
yeah, the alternative scene, we see an outrageous colour. No, today's society, they see blonde as outrageous. If you have purple hair, people go for things like purple hair, red hair. I don't mind that purple scene. It's just I'm wearing the red outfit. So
True, yeah.
clash.
It would have clashed. Yeah.
Well, I think
Nice to see a deep meaning.
I think it's wrong. Hair colour isn't obviously the main thing in a relationship. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, but if you're in a nightclub and a music
Exactly, that's it. It's first impressions,
First
isn't it?
impressions always,
Exactly.
isn't it, you know?
And he's more worried about
It's
getting
not
it
a
that
big deal.
night than like getting a relationship going. You know what I
So
mean?
you're saying first
No,
impression?
that is.
Hang on, I've got a mic on you.
It might be wrong, but that's
Yeah.
That's very, very naughty. I mean, he's obviously
But come on, be honest, if you're in a nightclub, you can't talk to people, everybody's dancing. Are you saying that if you saw these two young ladies dancing, or maybe a couple of young ladies here, would you mind standing up for us a sec? Who would you go for then?
I'd go for these two lovelies.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes,
That,
thanks.
that young man is saying,
Sorry. Yeah.
that young man is saying that those two young ladies are easier, I take it, to get to bed
Well,
than
not- I'm not
those two
saying
young
that
ladies. And that's why you're naughty, because you know that that's not true.
No, but that's the opinion people get.
So that's what young
Certainly.
lads think. Okay.
The thing is, though, it is first attractions. It's like even the ladies have to be honest that they often say like if they prefer a tall, dark, handsome guy than a little baby blue-eyed boy.
Yeah. And from what you're saying, there seems to be a bit of a different approach from a blonde compared to a brunette. So we just want to do a little bit of our own quiz here. Gentlemen, would you like to put your blindfolds on? Okay, come in, contestants 1 and 2. So, can you hold your numbers up for us? We're going to do a kind of blind date sort of thing. Now, Joe, Nick, you've got some questions. I want you to ask the same question of contestant 1 and then ask contestant number 2. Who's going to go first? Joe?
Yeah, I'll go first. This is to both of you then. I hate waiting around, right? I know that girls tend to take the time in the bathroom and that, but how long is it going to take? What's the average time it takes you to get ready for, if we're going out for a beer and if you're lucky, a kebab?
Okay, number one.
About half an hour, 30 minutes.
30
Right,
minutes.
that's a lot.
Number 2.
But being a busy actress and mother of 3, I have learned to be very, very quick at getting ready and making myself look
So how long?
wonderful. I'd say about between 20 and 30 minutes. That's with a wash.
So roughly the same.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got a question, Nick? 2, 1 and 2? Yeah.
Okay, go to number 1 first.
Yeah.
If you was to come around my house to meet my parents for the first time, what would you wear and why?
I think I'd wear a nice pink suit, something nice and smart.
Sorry about that.
What's that?
It's acceptable.
Okay, number 2.
I would have my hair up. I'd have something quite casual on to look homely and the way I am.
Okay, yep. Joe, you got another question?
Yep, I'm a plastic surgeon. Well, I'm not a plastic surgeon, but if I was,
Really?
and I was going to do you a special operation for free, what part of your body would you like changed and why?
I've got a little, it's called a skin tag on my face. I'd like that burnt off.
Okay, number 2.
I'm totally happy and confident with the way I am everywhere and anywhere, so you wouldn't change me ever.
Okay. Your question, Nick.
Okay, when going out, like to clubs and pubs and all that, do you like the attention that you receive from the opposite sex?
Number 1.
Yes, I do.
You do. Number 2.
I receive a lot of attention both from male and female in my professional work, so I'm quite used to that, so I'm indifferent. I'm not really bothered. I take it as a compliment and I can leave it. So.
Okay, Nick and Joe, have you had enough information to
Yeah,
work
I
out?
think so, yeah.
Okay, so don't take off your blindfolds yet. Okay, Joe who likes brunettes, remember, which is the blonde, which is the brunette? Let's say number 1, blonde or brunette?
Number 1, brunette.
Number 2 is the blonde. Yeah, duh. Sorry.
Ginger.
Okay, Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, number 2, the blonde, and number 1, brunette.
Okay, gentlemen, remove your masks.
Cool. I could tell straight away because it was about I look great, I like that, I like this, and it was from the blonde. So and this one was a little bit more, just sort of down to earth.
Yeah, and what about you, Joe? How could you tell?
Just by the way that the answers were being brought back to myself, about being positive about herself and everything.
It was the
The way
positive
the
view.
way she dressed, like when she made my parents and everything, just down to earth, normal stuff, not tighty stuff really. Which made
I thought you when she said, did you say a pink suit to meet the parents?
Yeah.
I thought that would throw you. I thought that would you wouldn't think of that as
that's
being
outrageous.
that's outrageous. Okay. All right, so you would still go as far as personalities. You're still going to stick to that. You prefer.
Oh yeah.
You're a gentleman.
That's what it's all down to, though, for me. I mean, I know I'm not saying I'm getting caned over it, and I realise that hair colour obviously isn't the key, but what I look at first is the way someone looks. You know what I mean? That's what everyone
That's a
looks
boy
like.
thing.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, you look at a gaze, you ain't going to. So if there's a right ugly goon, you're not going to say, yeah, he might be a really nice bloke. You know what I mean? So don't say it's just a man thing. But right,
Yeah.
I just think there's a personality that goes with the more natural dark hair. That's just what I think.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, right. Thank you very much, Simon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Which way are you going to go? That way? Oh, you can go that way. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's not quite the end of the show. Now, if you remember, right at the beginning of the show, we met Trevor Sorby. Remember that? With Tracy? Okay, now Tracy had sort of brown hair, I think, you know, and she said that she wanted to go blonde. Okay, there's a boyfriend there, Rob, sitting there. You nervous? He's nervous, yes. Okay, let's find out how she looks. Come on in, Trevor and Tracy. So I'm coming to the boyfriend straight away. What do you think?
It looks a whole lot better than I thought it was going to.
Is that all right then?
Yeah.
You still fancy her?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay. Nice boyfriend. So how do you feel, Tracy?
I think it looks silly.
Seriously? How do you feel?
I feel quite good. I feel a lot more confident with it than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to be a lot more shocked than I am, but that's because Trevor's so good. So I couldn't feel
He's
anything
offered you
else.
free hairstyles for the rest of your life.
He has, yes, on national television now.
Nice job, Trevor. So, you know, will it take a lot to maintain this? Because I've got to say, there are a lot of blondes who have that rather interesting look of the dark hair in the middle and the blonde bits on the outside.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when people introduce themselves to colour, they're actually making a financial commitment as much as a time commitment. And that's what a lot of people don't really think through. And yes, this will have to be maintained because it's going to grow out. So it's got to be redone every so often.
How often?
Well, in this case, I would say if this grows out, it's actually quite fashionable to have a regrowth. So on this type of hairstyle,
yeah,
she could go several months before having it touched up.
But you're saying if you're blonde, if you decide to become a bottle blonde, you've got to make a financial commitment to your hair?
Absolutely.
3 to 6 weeks.
Absolutely, dyed their hair.
So if the roots done, 3 to 6 weeks.
Blondes have got to work at it.
There's your answer, Trisha.
Far more than any other colour.
Thanks.
She is my friend who dragged me along today.
Oh, right!
But I think you'd agree, both as a brunette and as a new blonde, she's very attractive anyway.
But you're her buddy.
Yeah,
so you can now get together of a stormy winter's day and colour your hair.
I'll be fun in boots.
Oh, fun and peroxide. Wow. Okay, thank you very much indeed. I hope you enjoy your blonde hair, and even more so, Rob, I hope you enjoy it too. You'll be the only one to know what hair colour she really